welcome everyone to our Soul Power session, our monthly session where we explore different themes. And my name is Louise Charman-James from Soul Signature. So I'm a sound and light channel and a master compassion key practitioner. And we're going to be working a lot with compassion key today, where we give ourselves compassion for whatever's arising, the blocks, the feelings, the beliefs. And today our theme is success and self-sabotage. So that's what we're working with today. And thank you to everyone who completed the form. That gives us some good information about what's arising for each of us in response to success. So if you're just arriving, just keep yourself on mute and settle in. We just got started. So the idea, as I said, with these calls is to really help us to collectively clear and personally clear the blocks that are stopping us from showing up in our full authenticity, in our light, in our power, in our gifts. That's really my passion, to support you to share your unique and beautiful light with the world. So there are lots of ways that we can have resistance to our own success. And I'm going to explore some of those today. We're going to do some clearing around that, and you'll be able to interact with me in the chat, the live chat. So I'll be sending out an audio replay, so it doesn't matter whether you have your video on or off. And hello to everyone who is catching the replay as well. So before we drop into our processes today, I've got a little bit of a channeled message around a theme that happens every week. I get that before we start the call. I'm going to do some clearing phrases, which we'll do together. So you'll be speaking them out loud in your space. So you're on mute, but it's very important that you do speak them out loud so that your whole being gets to feel the resonance of the phrases and the clearings. And then I'll do an activation towards the end of the call. So beautiful. Alison says she has her tissues ready. Okay. Yeah, beautiful. So let's take a moment just to ground and center our hearts together. So just inviting you to take a moment to just close your eyes, take a breath into your beautiful heart, and just feel your body in the chair, feel your feet on the earth, and just take a couple of breaths to fully land here for our soul power session today. Just allowing your day so far just to fall away, and just calling all of your energy present for this collective session, this collective healing and empowerment. And just feeling into yourself, just where you're at right now, no judgment, just meeting yourself with full presence. And also feeling all of the beautiful souls gathered today on the call. And then also let's take a moment to invite in all of our higher selves, our divine presence, that collective I am presence, the divinity that all of us are, expressed uniquely through each of us. And just asking that this session be in the highest for each of us and for everyone listening on the replay as well. Knowing that we're co-creating our healing and our expansion in the highest for us and for the planet at this time. And so while you're in that receptive space, I'm just going to share the channeled message that came through today around success and self-sabotage. And just let yourself tune in and feel into what does success really mean for you? And how do you get in your own way? So just sitting in that receptive space as I read. This is from the family of light, who love us unconditionally, beautiful beings of light, who are us as well, very connected to us, and really have our best interests at heart. We want to say firstly that we see you as already successful, simply for being you, for existing as the unique expression of divine energy that each of you are. But we understand that you may have a different definition of success for yourself. And ultimately, that is what determines whether you feel you achieve success or not in your life. So take a moment to explore for yourself what success really means for you. And also consider what you've learned to think it means from the influences around you in your human life. We invite you to explore success more as a feeling than as specific achievements and outcomes in your life. It is ultimately the feeling of success that you desire. And each of you gets to decide how you want to feel. And then you can direct your energy and attention towards that feeling of success. Notice as you feel into it, what arises in resistance. For some of you, there may be issues of worthiness, a sense of who am I to deserve success. For others, it may be a sense of impossibility to achieve success in this lifetime, or that it brings too much responsibility and hard work. And for others, there may be a belief that it simply isn't safe to have what you really want. Perhaps there's a fear that others will take it from you, will be jealous of you, will try to exploit you, or that you will be more visible if you're successful. And this may feel uncomfortable or even dangerous. There may also be a fear of leaving the familiar behind, or losing people or circumstances that you love. All of these energies contribute to what you call self-sabotage, which is ultimately the energy of contraction and self-protection, overwhelming the desire and impulse for success and expansion. I might just say that again. This is ultimately the energy of contraction and self-protection, overwhelming the desire and impulse for success and expansion. We invite you to presence these resistances with an open heart and to understand that you're not failing when you don't succeed. You are simply learning to understand yourself better and to recognize all of the aspects of yourself that have learned that success is risky and that they need to protect you from it. As you learn to love and reassure these parts of yourself that have been conditioned into fear of success, you will gradually recalibrate yourself to feel comfortable with greater levels of personal success on your terms. Okay, so let's just take a breath to breathe all of that in. Feel that in our being and just notice what comes up for you. Feel free to share in the chat what success is for you. What is that feeling of success for you? And what are the resistances that you can feel in your own system? And I know for myself, definitely a feeling that there might be more hard work, more responsibility, more things to take care of, right? Those things can arise in me when I think about being successful. And actually the other day I was in a meeting with some other healers and facilitators, and I asked, who here is afraid of having a really successful, hugely successful, I think I said, healing business? And there was sort of a stunned silence. So it was really interesting to see that, you know, some people there had not, that wasn't even on their radar, right? So sometimes we can be just keeping ourselves even under the radar of success. We're not even opening our consciousness to it, and particularly not opening our consciousness to what success would be for us. Yeah, Chantel says, yeah, wow, responsibility. Yeah, okay. So, and again, as it said in the message, a lot of this is just conditioning, right? And maybe we haven't ever really experienced success on our own terms. It's only ever been defined by other people. I know I had a lot of experience of that. Yeah, not being enough. Okay. All right. So share in the chat as you wish. I've got some phrases prepared already, which we're going to do as a group clearing. And also I've incorporated the things that you guys have shared when you registered for the call. Okay. Lisa says, inner peace is what I feel success feels like. Yeah. But having it stolen or exploited seems to be resistance. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. So that success, you know, we should have peace with that, right? Not fears. So love that. Okay. So just a reminder with how the compassion key works. I know most of you have experienced it already. I'm going to guide you in some phrases, which all start with, I'm so sorry. And you're going to say those phrases out loud to yourself. And what you're speaking to is the aspects of yourself that are holding these limiting fears or resistances, beliefs that have had experiences, whether that's a younger self or even in other lifetimes, where they've had negative experiences around success. And so all of that just sits in our field. We call these karmic imprints. They just sit there. They're like a little energetic distortion. And what they do is they stop us from actually experiencing our own soul success, actually getting that reflection in our lived experience of the light that we are. So as we speak these words of self-compassion, we are dissolving these imprints. We're dissolving these energetic distortions, and that frees us up, clears the space for us to have a greater experience of our own success and of our own self, ultimately, our own soul's light being reflected back to us. Yeah, beautiful. Okay. I'm already successful as myself. Yes, I got the message that the other day. Yeah, having a goal to help lots of people can be overwhelming. Yeah. Okay. Feeling beautiful, Yasmin, a natural high when successful, in flow. I love this. Yeah, beautiful definition of success. Michelle, I overwhelmed with too much to do and I get bogged down in all ways. Yeah, okay. So again, we've often got these hidden connections that success is hard work. Yeah, and as Chantel says, it's the human perception and the ego that needs to be balanced. Yeah. Beautiful, Freya, fear of being seen and heard, attracting others to attack or undermine me. Yeah. Self-worth, beautiful. Okay. Love that, Michelle. I'm completely open to success and welcome it, a feeling of being fully in my essence and power and fully present. Lovely. So we do know what that feels like, right? It's just getting the rest of us on board, our ego, our humanity, right? Creating that here and getting that feeling here. All right, so let's start. Okay, Kim, just believing my role as a mother and mothering is me as being successful. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, lovely. Thank you for all of those. All right, so let's start. I've got several batches of phrases, so we'll speak them in little batches. So you're speaking to yourself, remember? And if you notice anything else arising, feel free to share in the chat or just speak that aloud for yourself. I love that. Fiona says she actually set the intention last week to be hugely successful in whatever she does and got the huge. Okay, they hugely felt quite cheeky. I love that. Yes, yes, right. Yeah, right. It just feels cheeky. It feels naughty. It feels not allowed for us to have what we want. Okay, and that's what our first phrases are going to be about. Okay, so deep breath into your heart and solar plexus, saying the phrases out loud after me. I'm so sorry. You don't even know what you really want. I'm so sorry you're scared to know what you really want. I'm so sorry you're scared to have what you really want. I'm so sorry you can't name what you really want. I'm so sorry you think you don't deserve success. I'm so sorry you think you're not worthy of success. I'm so sorry you resist success. I'm so sorry you push success away. I'm so sorry you question your abilities. I'm so sorry you doubt yourself. I'm so sorry you don't back yourself. I'm so sorry you think you have to be perfect to deserve success. I'm so sorry because you believe you're not good enough. You never are. I'm so sorry you can only have success in small bursts, not all the time. I'm so sorry you yo-yo between having success and falling back again. I'm so sorry success is always just out of reach. I'm so sorry you overwhelm yourself with high expectations. I'm so sorry you set yourself up to fail. I'm so sorry you compare yourself to others. I'm so sorry you aim too high and think you have to keep going higher. I'm so sorry after you succeed, you crash. I'm so sorry you can't have sustained, consistent success. I'm so sorry you think you have to balance success with failure. I'm so sorry you go from one extreme to the other. I'm so sorry when you gain something, you lose something. I'm so sorry you're not calibrated for consistent, lasting success. So let's all just take a breath for those. I've got more. But just taking a moment to feel into those. Did any of those particularly hit for you? Just notice. And I also just wanted to say that when we say things like, after you succeed, you crash, and we're naming that, we're naming the subjective experience of a part of ourselves. It's not a truth. It's not a universal truth, right? It's a belief. It's a limiting belief. And as we name it in this form, we're allowing that to dissolve. Okay. I'll just check the chat. And there's a couple of things in there. Oh yeah, Freya says, when I told my father as a child I wanted to help people, he said, don't bother, they'll only stab you in the back. Yes, heavy and crushing for a child. Yeah, right. So we'll meet there. I'm so sorry success was dangerous, right? I'm so sorry he said success was dangerous. I know, because if that's success for you, right? Okay, so you're just noticing there may be particular things for you. Make a note of those for yourself, or give yourself compassion in the moment. Let's do a few more. Let's do some around beliefs around success being hard work for other people, and also around other people defining that for us. But we'll do some more phrases. Okay. So again, deep breath into your heart and solar plexus, saying the phrases out loud after me. I'm so sorry that success is hard work. I'm so sorry they taught you had to work hard for success. I'm so sorry success brings suffering. I'm so sorry success comes at a cost. I'm so sorry success is more trouble than it's worth. I'm so sorry success brings too much responsibility. I'm so sorry success depletes you. I'm so sorry success is exhausting. I'm so sorry success is for other people, not for you. I'm so sorry other people defined what success was for you. I'm so sorry you believed them. I'm so sorry you thought you had to be successful to be loved. I'm so sorry you thought you had to succeed all the time to be loved. I'm so sorry you thought what you wanted didn't matter. I'm so sorry you forgot what success meant to you. I'm so sorry you learned to fear success. I'm so sorry it wasn't enough to just be yourself. I'm so sorry you think you're failing if you're just being yourself. I'm so sorry there's always something else you have to do to succeed. I'm so sorry you accidentally gave up on yourself. I'm so sorry you do give up on yourself. So just taking a breath there, maybe feeling into that. Who defined success for you when you were growing up? And have you broken out of that? Maybe you're doing something now which wasn't defined as successful or wouldn't be defined as successful from those around you, right? So we get to decide now. We're adults now. We're not children anymore who need to believe that by pleasing those around them, they're going to survive, right? We have to meet other people's standards. So maybe share about that if that's real for you. Definitely for me, mine was definitely a jump through the academic hoops, was how to succeed, which was very unsettling when I finished university and felt like I was walking off a cliff because suddenly no one else was defining success for me, right? And that took quite a while for me to actually recalibrate myself. I ended up staying in Australia, not going back to England to meet my father's expectations of what he thought success was. So we sometimes need to really break away in order to find that and define that for ourselves. So feel free to share if you can relate to that. And let's do a few phrases around this issue of success making you more visible, more vulnerable, the costs of success. And feel free again to share the costs of success in the chat. All right. Yeah, Alison says, it hurts so much to acknowledge that I give up on myself. It hurts in my soul. Yeah, it's a real thing, isn't it? I mean, we don't realize that we've been doing that, right? But when we do realize that, it can feel really deep hurtful to realize that we just didn't honor ourselves, but there was a reason for that. Yeah, Fran says, people pleasing, fawning, and staying invisible was my childhood mode of survival, which has perpetuated. Yeah, and so really compassionately understanding that these are survival mechanisms, right? We don't need them now, but they are very active in our systems, and that's that contraction that we experience, that protection. Tall poppy syndrome, very alive from my father, says Kim. Yeah, it's not okay to be seen. All right, let's do these phrases. Had to prove ourselves academically, says Nancy. Yeah, that was just totally in my world. That was the definition of success. So yeah, definitely to discover there were other things, other ways to succeed. I remember at university getting into rowing and discovering, wow, I can do things with my body, right? This feels good. That felt like success to me. And I had never thought that there was another realm in which I could, excel. So that was a good antidote to the academia. So beautiful. All right, so let's do some of these phrases around visibility, and yeah, feel free to keep sharing. Beautiful. So deep breath into heart and solar plexus, saying the phrases aloud again. I'm so sorry success makes you visible. I'm so sorry success makes you vulnerable. I'm so sorry success makes you a target. I'm so sorry they resent your success. I'm so sorry they attack you. I'm so sorry they bring you down. I'm so sorry they ridicule you. I'm so sorry they humiliate you. I'm so sorry they shame you. I'm so sorry you're only allowed to have a certain amount of success. I'm so sorry you called attention to yourself. I'm so sorry that you couldn't celebrate your success. I'm so sorry that they couldn't celebrate your success. I'm so sorry that not everybody can be successful. I'm so sorry if you succeed, others fail. I'm so sorry the price of success is losing love. I'm so sorry that although some of them love you more, some of them love you less. I'm so sorry you're conflicted around success. I'm so sorry you can't please everybody. I'm so sorry it's safer not to succeed. Okay, let's take a breath. I could definitely feel some energy there around the resentfulness. I remember at school, the popular girls would always criticize you if you got good academic results. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that, to succeed in a certain area. Others will criticize you for that. Yet that was the way to please my parents. So you can please some people, you can't please others, right? So it sets up an internal conflict. So just noticing that for yourself. Were there people that didn't like it when you succeeded? Or, for example, I've got a twin sister. If I did well and I did better than her, then I always felt conflicted because my success was kind of at the cost of her so-called failure, right? Because we couldn't both come first, right? I'm so sorry you couldn't both come first. Okay, so noticing that for yourself. Sure, we all have this. And Lisa says, I've got teary, my success not being celebrated. Yeah. And this can be as simple as, showing something to our parents when we're young and they just didn't acknowledge it. I can remember doing that with my father, a picture that I'd drawn, I was proud of, and they don't look, as a busy parent now, I can understand that. But at the time when you're young, it could be like, you have the sense of, oh, when I offer my creations to the world, they don't want to look at them. They don't want to celebrate them, right? And so we just subtly recalibrate ourselves. Oh, well, we won't do that again, right? We'll stay safe. We won't risk putting our creations out in the world. And of course, when you're older, you may have these beautiful offerings and creations to share, but that little girl inside still feels that she doesn't get seen, right? And her creations won't be acknowledged and she won't be celebrated. So we all have these parts inside. And so we're just meeting them now. So beautiful to notice. If you feel emotions arising, then yeah, absolutely, you're hitting something in there. So thank you for sharing that, Lisa. All right, we'll do a few more phrases around success, and then I've got some around sabotage, which is beautiful. We're getting to how we sabotage ourselves. All right. So let's just do a few more phrases together. And again, feel free to share in the chat. I'm so sorry you're successful in some areas, but not in others. And this is one for the healers. I'm so sorry you can't be both spiritually and financially successful. Okay, and there could be a couple of areas of your life. Just feel into that. Okay, I'm successful in this area, but not in that area, right? You might be successful with money, but not in relationships. Okay. So I'm so sorry you can't be successful in every area of your life. I'm so sorry too much success is greedy and selfish. I'm so sorry you can only allow yourself to have just enough and not more. Right. So just maybe feeling that, maybe share in the chat which areas of your life are you successful in? Is there an area of your life that really is like clearly an area where you do struggle, right? More sharing. Thanks for ambition and success, desire and selfish pursuits were not allowed. Success was not for girls. Also the experience of showing a painting I loved and my mother ignoring it. Yeah. And I'm going to give myself compassion for all the times I might not have given my children the attention they wanted and deserved. So sorry you didn't give them the attention they wanted and deserved, right? Okay. And the more that we give ourselves compassion and give these younger selves compassion, the more that we start to actually see, oh, you know, our parents were doing the best they could. They didn't mean to cut us down, right? But we need to give ourselves that compassion first, need to heal up how we feel before we're able to really see that. Okay, so keep those shares coming. Let's do some phrases around sabotage. So, and also, you know, there are so many ways we can sabotage ourselves, but ultimately, you know, they are all a version of just contracting and protecting ourselves. So the key thing here is, you know, can we become aware of how we do that? Kim says, getting a good grade at school was never enough. We could have done better. Totally relate, Kim. 10 A's, 1 B, should have got 11 A's, whatever it was. Okay. So there we go. So again, make more compassion. I'm so sorry that success was never enough. Yeah. I'm so sorry you could always have done better. I'm so sorry they always raised the bar higher. Yeah, I'm so sorry they moved the goalposts. Of course, we get to set the goalpost. We get to set the bar now, right? Okay, superstition, fear of hubris, pride comes before a fall. Don't show off. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Not fair. What's the point? Nothing changes, says Chantal. Okay, so hopelessness, right? So I'm so sorry you feel hopeless. I'm so sorry there's no point trying. I'm so sorry nothing ever changes. All right, so we can have that resignation, hopelessness. What's the point? I can never meet these expectations. Nothing's going to change. Yeah, don't show off. Yeah. Oh, it's so conflicting, isn't it? Particularly if you've got parents pushing you to do well, but friends resent it, right? So it's like, oh, okay, I need to please them this way, but then I don't want to lose that. So we're in this dance constantly between what do I need to achieve, but what am I going to lose, right? You can see how our systems become so entangled. We really have no choice but to sabotage ourselves, right? Okay, so let's do some phrases around sabotage. Some of these are based on what you guys have already shared with me. So feel free to share as we go through. And just having a look. And of course, this could be different in every area of your life, like how you sabotage yourself with money. It might be that, you know, you always have some bill come in, or you get a parking fine just as you got some money in. And then that's someone else. It might be around success in relationship, pushing people away when they get too close because they're going to find that you're not worthy of love, because the deep down you feel you don't deserve it. Like that deserving thermostat is really important. Like what you think you deserve is what you're going to allow in, right? So as we work with these phrases, we can shift that thermostat for success and whatever that looks and feels like for you. Double bind, says Graham. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right, so let's do these phrases now. Okay, so another deep breath. A phrase that sang and earned money cancelled out by a parking fine. Yeah, which is just information. As we said in the channeling, it's all great information. Oh, how interesting. There's a part of me that's afraid to have the money and hold on to the money. So I keep creating something to pass it out again. So more compassion around that. Deny that I need anything. Oh, there's another way to avoid success. Yeah. Okay. Padlock of the past. Love that. Okay. Well, let's use the compassion key to unlock that padlock. All right. Okay. Deep breath, everyone, into your heart and solar plexus. I'm so sorry your emotions and thoughts get in the way of taking action. I'm so sorry you're unable to take action towards success. I'm so sorry you're padlocked by the past. I'm so sorry you don't do what you say you want to do. I'm so sorry it's safer to dream it than do it. I'm so sorry it's perfect when you dream it, but imperfect when you try to do it. I'm so sorry you feel stuck. I'm so sorry you waste time. I'm so sorry you distract yourself from what you really want. I'm so sorry you distract yourself with sensual pleasures. I'm so sorry you chase short-term pleasures to avoid long-term success. I'm so sorry you trip yourself up at the finishing line. I'm so sorry you trip yourself up at the starting line. I'm so sorry you're waiting for someone else to trip you up. I'm so sorry you run away from yourself and your dreams. I'm so sorry you're frustrated. I'm so sorry you're sad. I'm so sorry you're disappointed. Okay. Right. So any other phrases you would like to say, acknowledge your sabotage. So feel free to share how you sabotage yourself. And there can be many, many versions of this. And, you know, one of the ways is that we just shut down. You know, we don't reach out for help. We just avoid, we just retreat. Right? Another way that we can do that is just to become highly critical of ourselves and of others. That can be a way of avoidance, a way of self-sabotage as well, right? Nothing's ever good enough. Perfectionism would come into that. And another way is to just not take action, right? To actually just not do the things that we know will help us and get us to our success. So we can do all of those three things. If Chantel says, I'm so sorry you did it all to yourself. Yeah. I'm so sorry you couldn't forgive yourself. I'm so sorry you blamed others. Oh, yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah. I'm so sorry you didn't want to take responsibility for your own choices. Yeah, thanks, Leanne. I'm so sorry you don't believe and trust in yourself. Yeah. All right. So If there's a specific way, so I'm going to invite you all this week to be really aware of your patterns of self-sabotage and to be really compassionate with them, really understanding, oh, there's a part of me trying to protect me, and this is how it does it, right? So when we have that awareness, that's that first place that we can go, oh, I'm noticing this pattern. I'm noticing that when someone invites me to, share my work somewhere, I don't get back to them. I don't reply to the email. Just noticing, right? Or I'm not clear about what I want, so I don't get what I want because I don't ask for it, okay? And then you can blame it on other things. So, yeah, that victimhood, noticing, oh, I went into victimhood again, okay? So just have that lens on this week, all right? So if there's anything else you want to share, now is the time. Otherwise, I'm going to go into our final activation. So let's get back into that space of what we defined at the beginning as success. So just maybe share that again, that feeling, so that we can really tune into that. And I'm going to call for an activation to really help to anchor us in that, and also to, bring us into that calibration to success. So expanding ourselves to be able to hold a greater level of success within our being, success as it looks and feels for us. So I'm going to really call for that calibration for that, and a clearing of any residual energies of holding ourselves back to please others, right? Holding ourselves back out of fear. Beautiful. Okay, yeah, no worries, please. Yeah. Okay, yeah. And Nancy says, a worry that I can't give them what I promised, right? So that's like a responsibility part too. So let's just speak that one, okay? I'm so sorry you're afraid you can't give them what you promised. Yeah. I'm so sorry you're afraid you won't meet their expectations. Yeah, Fraser, so much, it's spot on, so much to say, get overwhelmed, right? Yeah, I'm so sorry, there's so much to clear. Can see the issues, but it feels too big and entrenched. Okay, so again, more compassion. I'm so sorry it feels too big and too entrenched. And let's say this one. I'm so sorry you thought you had to heal everything before you could succeed. Yeah. I'm so sorry you thought you had to heal everything before you could succeed, which is another version of, I'm so sorry you thought you had to be perfect to succeed. Yeah. So let's be kind to ourselves. Success could be defined as waking up in the morning and being human, right? Success, I made it, I'm here, right? Perfect before you even started. Yeah, exactly. Right. Exactly. Remembering that channeling, right? That, all of these beautiful, loving, unconditional love around us, it sees us with the success. Like, we wouldn't look at a newborn baby and say, you're a failure, right? We would look at a baby and think, wow, you're a miracle, right? So we are miracles already just from being here. We've already succeeded just from showing up, right? Just from creating ourselves here and being the light that we are. So tapping back into that, feel free to share any other words in the chat that feel, again, what could success be for you at the really most basic level, right? How could you get up every day and know that you're succeeding already, because you're the one setting the bar for that, right? We've done a lot of clearing around that, letting go that it's other people's ideas about what we need to be. So really standing in that place, I define what success is for me, and remembering that it's a feeling, okay? Liberated, love that. So it's a great word. Let's get some words happening around this. Liberated, free, right? At peace, we had earlier from Lisa. Yeah. Flow was another word. Okay. So let's get ourselves back. Let's really attune ourselves now to that true to self, authentic, right? Success is being authentic, free, joyful, happy to be me, showing up to my life, right? I mean, success is choosing yourself, right? Actually being willing, yeah, I'm going to show up to today. Yeah. Serene, tranquil, yeah, beautiful, at peace in ourselves. Really feel there's nothing to do, nothing to prove, right? Success, we can have such an energy around proving ourselves, but let's really settle into that sense of inner peace, freedom, authenticity, joy, playfulness, liberation, flow, all of these beautiful things, so that that's what success feels like, and that it's possible for us to feel that just by being ourselves. All right, so just inviting you to close your eyes, just going to bring through a little bit of light language, just support us to calibrate to this very simple sense of what success is, that success is already within us. And as we just soften into ourselves, we get to experience more of that in our human experience, in our lived experience. So just feeling a sense of gratitude for all receiving now, knowing that your higher self is receiving, will receive these channeled frequencies in the highest for you. And just will unpack them and empower you with whatever you're ready for next, opening up to that next level of success for you. Ummasitale shamarumawe kina na ale kitile ura annasi. Ashimura makale ketamoshimara wa ini melakatore me asici imarote. Ishakare moti umakwesi de manocele ki marati ila sanda ki arati. Tashamori ki mana so wake alana te timora waki chachina moresete. Kawana ila matano no kiara assoshimara mukui. Kar itin masatot ki marole celi marcone mariti sol imma. E aqui ela sono marikicha sevronna la che mara sotto chili ratani mo kose mariche ele masoti ki mara kate tasa moracha e la masso e amaro ki telechi rataso ne ki chemo se bo ayemeli tene makua ase de mochali mi eati la sado me chirmo agua kasmo ayakari ki dano chili satari shemore kita ishi ta ele ma ayo kose mariche ele more eti la sando mi kia wa ale te tene mara une Tashemali I chiaro, tete I amassare che te ci imori ante I. Just taking a deep breath. And also a couple of beautiful phrases dropped in during that. One was success is an inside job. And the second one was that it's a party in your heart, right? Success is a party in your heart. It's a feeling, right? So if you take nothing away from today, just really taking it. It's an inside job. It's a feeling. It is not in any way determined by anything out there, right? So we get to define that, okay? You get to define that. So feel free to share anything else that came through for you. Maybe as you experienced that transmission, it felt very joyful for me. And, you know, I think as we each just step out in the world and share our light and explore and have fun playing with who we are, right? And make that our path of success, right? That's such a gift for everyone else. That really is, because everyone's out there. We're all out there trying to prove to everyone else that we're good enough, right? We're all out there defining ourselves by these false standards of success, but really it's just about you being you. Beautiful. Thanks, Michelle. Feels lighter. Feels some energy moving. Profound session. Beautiful. Safe to be successful. Safe to take up space. Safe to go first. Oh, yeah, great. Those are beautiful phrases. Feels lighter. Beautiful. Love the transmission. And we'll probably to talk with you. Yep, I know that there's other light language channels out there. Feel free to talk in your space, right? You know, keep speaking. If you feel something arising, speak it in your space. Could be something else for you. Beautiful. Alison says, felt a clearing around my mind. Yeah, too much in my head. Yeah, so that's a party in the heart, right? So let's drop into our hearts and with everything that we do and the choices that we make coming out of the mind. Felt tribal too. Yeah, the whole human collective is, we've all been programmed. You know, look what's happened. Everyone's like on the treadmill of killing themselves to earn money for things that they probably don't even want, and nobody's relaxed and happy anymore. So oh, I love that phrase. Safe to be female and successful. Yep. Safe to be a woman and be successful, safe to be a successful woman. Just notice how that feels for you. And with all of these phrases, if you say something and you feel a little bit of resistance, just give yourself compassion around that resistance. Beautiful. Thank you, everybody. So I will send out the replay. When I send out the replay, you also have the opportunity to book a call with me if you want to explore a little more deeply what's arising for you specifically. Yeah, Leanne says, didn't realize how many phrases I was relating to. Yeah. And I'm going to be launching another group program where we get to move in community through clearing a lot of these things. That's probably a little bit later in the year, but I'll let you all know. But in the meantime, if you want to connect with me one-to-one, there'll be an opportunity to book a call with me when I send the replay out. So thanks, everyone. I really love all your interactions. It gives us lots to work with, and know that as we're doing it for ourselves, we're doing it for everybody. So beautiful. Yeah, compassion here it's so beautiful. I love it. That's why I do so much of it. So thanks, everyone. Lovely to have you here today, and I look forward to seeing you next month. I'll announce the theme when I send the email out. Thanks, Hanson. All right, lots of love, everyone. Go forth, shine brightly, and have fun. All right, see you next time.